Hey, what's going on, my people? It's your boy, Idris Virgo. We're back with a interesting scratching head, scratching beard kind of video. Now, we've seen a lot of things online with Mike Perry calling Jake Paul out, and now Jake Paul has finally announced he's fighting Mike Perry. Now, this fight is actually happening on July the 20th. Now, there's a problem with this fight, a massive problem with this fight. But Jake accepting to fight Mike Perry now, he kind of puts him in a danger zone. Really, is Jake in that danger zone fighting Mike Perry? We already know they had back and forward kind of sparring sessions. What makes Jake believe he could take on Mike Perry? And I now kind of swing to the fact that I do believe that might actually happen. Yes, I don't like no-ball Jake Paul, but sometimes you've got to be honest and not be biased. Now, yeah, the reason I think Mike Perry is in trouble because the game plan he's building to beat Jake Paul is incorrect. Do I actually think Mike Perry is in trouble? I think Mike Perry is in technically deep worse trouble. Now, we already know Mike Perry is a bare-knuckle BFC champ, undefeated. We cannot deny that fact.
This is such, right back to it. There's the left hand from Alvarez. Tall stance from Perry coming forward. Overhand right, left hand. Big left hand again from Eddie Alvarez. That speed that he has, he's able to land with accuracy as well. Double jab from Alvarez. And more forward pressure from Mike Perry. Double jab from Alvarez. There is the bell. We are through the opening round. Double jab again from Alvarez. There's the big right hand from Perry. Alvarez is hurt, so Perry now framing, trying to land the right hand with a right uppercut.
We also got to face the fact that Mike Perry is literally hasn't won a boxing match. Bare knuckle and boxing is totally different things. In bare knuckle, you're using your knuckles. You're not using no wraps with bare knuckles. Now, in boxing, you got 10-ounce gloves in. So already, Jake Paul's got advantage. He's used to fighting in gloves. He's used to fighting 10-ounce gloves. And he's used to fighting, I won't say decent opponents, but he's kind of ring craft because every person he has fought, he has stepped up. Not levels, but he's kind of trying to step up levels. Okay, that's a lie. He hasn't really tried to step up levels. He's been fighting big man, let's be honest. But let's get into the fact that this fight is going to be quite interesting, quite entertaining. Now, has Mike Perry really got a chance? I don't really think he has got a chance. Because his game plan already is going to be like a full force, find Jake Paul in the ring and go toe to toe. Now, I couldn't imagine how that spar went when those two were sparring when Mike Perry was in Jake Paul's camp to prepare for a fight. If Jake Paul already knows how Mike Perry fights, Jake Paul's already got a game plan how to beat Mike Perry. So I don't think Jake is too worried about Mike Perry. Yes, Mike Perry has got power. But you also got to remember, Mike Perry now is going to come forward more than he normally does come forward. Because this ain't really bare knuckle, isn't it? It's more using gloves. So he's got to come forward, try to pressure him, try to throw them shots. Guys, stop what you are doing right there. Have you subscribed to my channel? Please subscribe to my channel so we can carry on building and I can carry on bringing you guys some fantastic content. Stop! Subscribe. Jake has now shown more kind of shot selection in his fights. So it will be a kind of interesting kind of fight. We've got a bare knuckle champ, has not been defeated. Then you got Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury when he steps to level. Now that fight against Tommy Fury, we already know Tommy Fury's Fury is decent, it's got a decent jab. And Jake Paul lost the 8 rounds against Tommy.
Very interesting indeed. This opening round is going to be crucial. For certain, that was the case yesterday at the weigh-in as well. Today, both have talked a good fight. Both said they're going to win by stoppage. The first good jabs there from Tommy Fury. Pounds, 185-pound catch weight, so slightly lower than the cruise. Neither of them really close enough at this stage to land anything meaning. Better with the two of them here. A little bit of inexperience. Missed the target, but this is better boxing. It's a good left hand as well that got through. The first meaningful shot of the fight landed right at the end of the round from Tommy Fury, and both of them will feel better now the first round's in the bag. Jake Paul very dangerous, but here behind that jab that worked well for him in the opening couple of rounds. It's a good start to the round here from Tommy Fury, who's starting to let his hands go. The big question for Jake Paul. Look at you. let the punches go again. Tommy Fury, this has been his best round of the fight.
It's better work from Fury because he's not lunging in either, Fletch. He's landing on the inside if he can. But that's a nice short right hand. It's better work from...
I mean, look on his face, the man from Manchester. Great left hand by Paul. Tommy Fury beckons him in. That was a good shot, though, as Fury was moving away.
From Fury, but the danger is there, isn't it, from Jake Paul? That right hand, oh, he's having a point taken off.
A point taken off. Jake Paul missing wildly.
This is
good. Down goes Tommy Fury. Down went Tommy Fury. He says it was a slip. The referee's giving a count.
Tommy
Got to give the guy some credit. Fair enough, he lost 8 rounds against Tommy. So if you was able to take Tommy's pressure and was able to handle Tommy, you should technically would be able to handle Mike Perry. You already know Mike Perry's style is just going to come forward, boom, come forward, boom, come forward, boom, come forward. So the game plan for Jake Paul to beat Mike Perry, what I would probably use to beat Mike Perry, will be like, keep Mike Perry at the end of my jab. As soon as he goes for popping jab, popping the jab. You want to make it messy? Come, mix it in the middle with him a bit in the middle ring. Move away, left hook, popping the jab, popping the jab. If Jake Paul does that, he's got a chance of beating Mike Perry. Now, if Jake Paul decides to trade toe-to-toe, we do not know how good Jake Paul's chin is. Do you guys know how good Jake Paul's chin is? If you do know, let me know in the comments below. But let me know in the comments below, guys, as well. What did you think of this matchup? Are you guys actually excited that we're getting a Jake Paul and a Mike Perry, and then later down the line in December we're getting a Mike Tyson and a Jake Paul? Because some of you all were saying for Jake to take this fight, he's kind of messed up his fight for the one in December. Honestly, it's not. He's building that hype and it's been active. Now, we're also going to talk about activity. Jake Paul has been active, let's be honest. Mike Perry also has been active. So what we're getting right now is 2 active fighters meeting in the centre of the ring and fighting. I'm going to be honest, I am looking forward to this fight. I think this fight is going to be quite interesting. We're going to see how good has Jake Paul gone. Actually, this fight really won't really engage how good Jake Paul has really got, because he's fighting a guy who fights bare knuckle and used to fight in UFC. Really has got no kind of boxing experience. Boxing is like his third, fourth kind of like choice of sport to actually compete in. So we can't really engage how good he is, because I would believe Anderson Silva is better than Mike Perry. Yes, guys, I did say that. Anderson Silva is better than Mike Perry. If you don't believe me, guys, drop a comment below. But I believe Anderson Silva is better than Mike Perry, just because technically Anderson Silva is more technical and a better boxer. He's been in the game longer. Mike Perry hasn't been in the game longer. He's a failed reject from UFC. He's gone to bare knuckle. He's made a bit of his name in bare knuckle. Although I still believe that my boy MVP beat Mike Perry in a bare knuckle fight. So now he's gone back into boxing to fight no balls Jake Paul. So yes, guys, I'm interested in this fight. It's gonna be an interesting fight. I can't wait for this fight to happen, July the 20th. Your boy won't be there. You already know he ain't gonna be there unless his own gives me a call. Yo, Idris, you need on the pundit stage. Come down. Then your boy will be there for that fight. Other than that, your boy will not be there. Drop a comment below who you got to win. My prediction for this fight and who I believe is gonna win this fight. Looking at facts of activity, who's been fighting, how that guy fights, and etc. I've got to swear it down to no balls Jake Paul. Yes, I don't like the geezer. Never met the geezer. But at the same time, I got to sway to that guy, because I just believe he's got too much for Mike Perry to freaking cope with. Let me know if I'm incorrect in the comments below, people. But yeah, this is the end of the video. You already know, guys, as a family together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Woo!